Welcome back to a new video on his literary wisdom. I am your host Saurav. I hope you are doing fine and reading books that matter to you. On this channel we read primarily world classics, but we also read contemporary literary fiction. We follow awards such as Booker, International Booker, Women's Prize for Fiction, and all that sort of things. That's more introduction than we need, and therefore let's go straight to the video. Jane Austen is one of my most favorite writers ever. Whenever I am down, I just pick up any novel by her, and there is a smile, instant smile on my face. If you are somebody like me, then this video is just for you. We have come to the right place. And today, we are discussing a very unique book on Jane Austen. It is so you think you know Jane Austen. This book is by John Sutherland and Deirdre Lafayette, and it is a literary quiz book. It is not a novel. It is not a non-fiction on Jane Austen. It's a literary quiz book. There are quizzes and answers on all her 6 completed novels. Jane Austen was one of the greatest writers that the world has ever seen. The late Professor Harold Bloom, in his canonical work, The Western Canon, proposed to the world 26 canonical writers, and no wonder Jane Austen was one of those 26 writers. And he spoke very highly of her. I have seen the late professor in various interviews talking very highly about Jane Austen's work, but more on those later in later videos. By the way, if you have not read The Western Canon by the late professor, make sure that you do, because this is one of the holy books of literature. Must read this. I cannot recommend this book enough. You must read this in order to know about the 26 canonical writers that the late professor proposed. And if you are not planning to read this, worry not. I will be shortly coming up with a video about all the 26 canonical writers that the late professor proposed. Lastly, before moving on to the book under discussion today, just let me make a point that you must be knowing about all the 6 completed novels by Jane Austen, but in case you don't, let me show it to you anyway. Pride and Prejudice, this is an everyman's copy. Persuasion, this is another everyman's copy. Sense and Sensibility, Penguin Black Classics. Mansfield Park, I especially love the cover. It's fantastic. Penguin Select Classics, I generally do not recommend Penguin Select Classics. They do not have introductions and bibliography, notes, nothing. But I bought this book in any case because I just love the cover. So this is Mansfield Park. This is Northanger Abbey, the Penguin Select Classic. Bought this for the artwork again. Last but not in any way least, Emma by Jane Austen. I have a full video on all my Jane Austen collections on this channel. I'll try to link that video to this video. I don't know whether I'll be able to do it. This channel is not monetized as yet, so I'll check it out. If I can, I'll link that video to this video. So now let's talk about the book itself. So you think you know Jane Austen? Yep. Some of us who have read Jane Austen might think that we know everything about Jane Austen's novels, which is not the case, and that we shall find out in due course. It's a literary quiz book, as I have mentioned before, that this is not a novel, not a non-fiction. It's a book full of quiz about Jane Austen's novels. So it's an Oxford World's Classic edition. Oxford World's Classics are my best editions for reading classic books. I just love them. As you can see, the cover page is fantastic, gives the vibes of the Jane Austen's novels. I am based in Kolkata, India, and here the price is 699, 700 rupees. Oxford World Classics are costly. They are not cheap, definitely, but they are fantastic. I love Oxford World Classics. Someday I'll make a video showing you, telling about all the Oxford World Classics that I have. I have these 2 on my desk, so I just thought I'd show them to you. They are my most favorite, very closely followed by obviously Penguin Black Classics. These are also great books for those who love reading classic books. Someday I'll make a comparison between the two, and there are some other publications also. Let's get into the book. This book had two editions. The first came out in 2005 in Oxford University Press, and there was a second edition that came out in Oxford World Classics in 2009 for global distribution, and this is the Oxford World Classics edition. Yep. Then we come to the content page. As you can see, the quizzes, there are quizzes for 6 of Jane Austen's novels, and there are separate sections for answers also. Right? Let's move ahead. There is a short introduction of 1.5 page. The quizzes, there is a note on the quizzes, and then for each of her novels, there is a short introductory note on the novel. Sense and Sensibility, the book starts with Sense and Sensibility. Now there are 4 levels of questions for each of the novel, as you can see here. The first level is called level 1, brass tacks. The second level is called factual but tricky. Third level is called very tricky and occasionally deductive. And the level 4, the highest level, is called the interpretative zone. So you get the point. Let me show you some of the questions from Sense and Sensibility. Brass sticks. Under what circumstances did the Henry Dashwood family move in with Henry's uncle, Mr. Old Mr. Dashwood? So these are factual questions. As we will move along the pages, we will find more and more difficult questions, the answers to which will not be factual. You will have to understand the novels very deeply in order to answer that. So that is the whole thing. These are the answer sections. Some of the answers in level 4, as you can see, are long. These are long answers, right? You see, mere facts won't give you anything when you go to the level 4 section. So this is what the book is all about. Level 4 questions up to level 4 for each novel, and there are separate answer sections from which I am sure you will get much more understanding that you had previously when you are done with this book. The book is not very long. It's only about 231 pages. 231 pages. This, I think, is a great book for all Janeites who love Jane Austen novels, who want to understand her novels in a more deeper sense. For them, this is piece of gold. This is a very unique book. I came to know about the existence of this book only very recently, and when I came to know about it, I just went and bought it. Just want to show you some very interesting question. Level 4, this is from Pride and Prejudice. Question number 2 is, what can we reconstruct of Mr. and Mrs. Bennet's backstory? Never thought about that so much. Number 3, why does Mr. Bennet tease and tantalize his wife so? This is a very, very interesting question. So you get the point, right? These are very, very interesting questions. Let's pick up something from level 2. Why cannot Colonel Fitzwilliam propose to Elizabeth? Oh, these are very interesting, as you saw yourselves. So much so for today. Would you read this book, or have you read it already? Did you like the video today? And have you read anything by Jane Austen? What are your thoughts about her fantastic works? Do share with us. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may put. I'll be back with more videos. I'll be more regular from now on. I was away. I know that there were many requests on the channel to come back. I did not go anywhere. I was taking my time with some other things. Now that I have come back, I'll be coming back with at least 2 to 3 videos every week, more on classics, world classics. and a little bit on contemporary literature also. That's all about it today. See you in the next video. Stay blessed and bye bye.